Hello and welcome to this Google Meet training video. My name is Ryan Allred. I am a collaborations engineer with Observian. I just wanted to put together a really quick video to show my favorite new features for Google Meet, how you can quickly start using them in your daily work, and some of the other use cases that you might find helpful as well. So let me tell you the things I'm going to go over really quickly and then we'll get into it. First thing I want to talk about is the access ability from Gmail. So the ability to actually open up a Meet or join a Meet directly from Gmail without having to go into our calendar. Then I want to talk about video blurs, changing our backgrounds, how we can quickly do that. Then the Meet recording functionality and where those recordings actually go to. Attendance tracking / noise cancellation, where we can adjust those settings and what exactly they do. And then I want to talk about the activities functionality as well. So let's dive into it. Now that we're on this email screen, I want to go over to the left here and just say, hey, let's create a new meeting or look at my meetings. I'm going to create a new meeting and it's going to bring up this pop-up window. From here, I can send invites for this meeting link. I can copy that meeting link and send it out to whoever I want via Slack or Meet or chat or however, or I can also choose to join the meeting. I'm not going to do that for right now because I also want to look at my meetings. My meetings is just a quick calendar view of everything that's coming up next. So you can see I don't have a meeting for another, 10 minutes here. And then I can go ahead and join that when the meeting does start. That's a lot easier than having to come in here to my calendar, find that event, and then open it up. And it also gives me a running tab, really easily accessible. So now that I want to start a meeting, I'll just do so by clicking New Meeting and hit Join Now. I'll go ahead and mute myself and turn off the camera. And just so you know, you can check your video and audio before you hop into a meeting now. It's really useful, something that I would recommend you do. And I'm going to hit Join Now, and we're in a new meeting. From this new meeting, the first thing we want to cover is the video blur and how we can actually change that. So I'm going to do this right over here. I'm going to say change my background. And right now my camera's turned off, so let me turn it back on. And I'm going to do a lot of blurring, or a slight blur, or we can change it to something else. It's a really useful feature, something you might find in Zoom or other video meeting conferencing tools that I think can make your messy background seem a lot more simple. Next, I want to talk about Meet recordings and what we might use them for. So the ability to record a meeting is really important for a lot of different use cases, just for good note keeping, for records, just to make sure that we don't lose anything on these meetings and that we have good notes. So if I come over here and I select Record Meeting and hit Start, this says make sure everyone consents to the meeting being recorded. I'm going to hit Start. It tells me the recording is going to start soon down at the bottom left, and then once at the top left we have a red recording, and everyone in your meeting will be able to see this so that they'll know it's being recorded. Once you see this red at the top left, you know that meeting is now being recorded. So what happens to those recorded meetings? Well, whoever the host is will receive a copy of this recorded meeting into their drive. So a new folder will be created for them called Meet Recordings, and then this will be saved in there with the video details, right? So it'll give it timestamp and the name of the meeting. So really quickly, I'm going to stop the recording. And now that that's been stopped, I want to talk about attendance tracking and noise cancellation. These are awesome features that can be really useful for you guys. So to access attendance tracking and noise cancellation, we're going to come to the bottom left or bottom right, click our three dots, click Settings, and then the first, we're going to adjust our audio, and we're going to toggle on noise cancellation. This filters out sound that isn't speech, right? So the dog barking in the background, the neighbor's lawnmower while you're working from home, anything that shouldn't be picked up, the microphone's not going to pick up, so it's going to make you sound more clear, make it so that no one's hearing your background noise. Really useful tool there. And then next I want to talk about the host controls and attendance tracking. If you're the host, if you're the one who started the meeting and is maintaining the meeting, you can turn on attendance tracking. Attendance tracking will tell you who joined the meeting for how long, and it'll send you a spreadsheet after the meeting's closed, just so that you know who was a part of the meeting. This is really useful if you're doing like an all hands on deck meeting with maybe 200 people. There's no way you're going to be able to go through roll and make sure everyone showed up. But with attendance tracking, it'll send you a spreadsheet, let you know who was there and who wasn't, really simply. Then the last thing I want to cover are our activities, right? So at the top right, you'll see this triangle, square, and circle. Those are our activities. I'm not going to go into too much detail other than to say we have breakout rooms, polls, question and answers. Breakout rooms allow us to split the meeting into different rooms. So for example, if I had more people on this call, we could create multiple breakout rooms and split up into even groups of rooms. Set a timer for it here at the top and go ahead and say, all right, go discuss this idea amongst yourselves. We open those rooms like so, and then we can go ahead and close the rooms once it's time to join the main area. Polls work very similarly. As the host, you can start a poll, ask people what they want for lunch or something of that nature, and they can go ahead and respond by answering your poll. And then question and answer gives you the ability to send questions out, and people can give a thumbs up to say, hey, I'm interested in that topic as well. And then it also gives the host the ability to say, hey, this question was answered going forward. So take a look at these features. If you want a more in-depth video on each one of these, happy to do so. But for now, I just wanted to give a quick overview of my favorite features in Google Meet. Thanks for your time.